Sometimes I wonder if my mom is brain dead. Then there are other days when I know she is, like today. The drama started this morning when I casually asked if she would buy me one of those cool new iPhones that do almost anything. I considered it a necessity of life, second only to maybe oxygen. What a better way to clinch a spot in the CCP group at my new private school, Westchester Country Day, than by dazzling them with a wicked new cell. I mean, last year it seemed like I was the only student in my entire middle school who didn't have one. So I bought an older used phone super cheap on eBay. It was a little bigger than I wanted, but I figured I couldn't go wrong with the clearance price of only $12.99. I put my telephone in my locker and spread the word that everyone can now call me with all the juicy gossip on my new telephone. So, do you want to come sit at our table or something at lunch? I'll have to check my schedule. Hang on. I'm free. Perfectly free. Okay, good. I guess we'll see you at lunch. Oh, but first, we heard all about your $600 Juicy Couture designer cell phone. We'd love to see it at lunch. Right there, things got really strange, 'cause apparently someone had made up that I got $600 worth of a Juicy Couture phone. Which, meaning the CCP group, could not wait to see it. And that always leads to something great. I tried to explain that I had juicy gossip on my new phone, not new gossip on my juicy phone, but I never had a chance because, unfortunately, my telephone started ringing, very abnormally loudly. I was trying my best to ignore it, but both of the CCP girls were staring at me like, well, aren't you going to answer it? Finally, I gave in and just snatched up my locker and answered the phone, mainly to stop that awful ringing. Hello? Oh, sorry, wrong number. And when I turned around, both the CCP girls were running down the hall, screaming. And I guessed that meant they didn't want me to sit with them at lunch anymore, which really sucked. The most important lesson I learned last year was that having a cruddy phone, or none at all, can totally ruin your social life. While hordes of celebrity party girls rarely forget to wear undies, not a single one would be caught dead without her cell phone, which was why I was nagging my mom about buying me an iPhone. I tried to save up my own money, but it was impossible to do, mainly because I'm an artist and I'm addicted to drawing. Like, if I don't draw every day, I'll go nuts. I spend all of my cash on sketchbooks, pencils, pens, art camp, and other stuff. Hey, I'm so broke, I have a milkshake on layaway at McDonald's. Anyway, Mom came back from the mall with a special back-to-school present for me. I was pretty sure I knew what it was. So Mom rambled on and on about how my attending a new private school was going to be a stressful time of tremendous and personal growth, and how my best copying mechanism would be able to communicate my thoughts and feelings, and I was absolutely ecstatic, because you can communicate with a new cell phone, right? I kind of zoned out on most of what Mom was saying, though, because I was daydreaming about all the cool ringtones, music, and movies I was going to be able to download. it was going to be love at first sight. But after Mom finally finished her little speech, she smiled really big and hugged me and handed me a book. I opened it and frantically flipped through the pages, hoping that maybe she had hidden my new cell phone inside. All the time because all the advertisements said it was the thinnest model on the market. But slowly it dawned on me that Mom had not given me a cell phone, and my so-called present was just a stupid little book. Talk about major heartbreak. And then I noticed that all the pages of the book were blank. And I was all no, you didn't. Mom had given me 2 things today. A diary and irrefutable evidence that she is, in fact, clinically brain dead. Absolutely no one writes their most intimate feelings and deep, dark secrets in a diary anymore. Why? Because just 1 or 2 people knowing all your BLZ could completely ruin your reputation? You're supposed to post this kind of stuff online in your blog so millions can read it. Only a true dork would be caught writing in a diary. This was the worst present I've ever received in my entire life. I just wanted to scream at the top of my lungs. Mom, I don't need a stupid book with 288 blank pages. What I need is to be able to communicate my own thoughts and feelings to my friends using my very own cell phone. Wait, silly me, I keep forgetting. I don't have any friends yet. But that could change overnight. And I need to be prepared with a shiny, new cell. In the meantime, I will not write in this diary ever again. Never, ever. Okay, I know I said I'd never write in this diary again, and I kind of meant it at the time, but I'm definitely not the kind of girl who curls up with a diary and a box of chocolates to write a bunch of really sappy stuff about my dreamy boyfriend, my first kiss, or my overwhelming angst about the horrific discovery that I'm a princess of a small, French-speaking principality now worth millions. 'Cause this is so not me. My life totally sucks. All day I wandered around my new school like a zombie in lip gloss, and not a single person bothered to say hi. Most of the time, I just feel invisible. How am I supposed to survive at a snobby prep school like Westchester Country Day? This place has a stinking Starbucks in the cafeteria. I wish my dad had never been awarded a bug extermination contract from this exact school. I mean, they can take their little pity scholarship and give it to someone who wants and needs it, because I sure don't. It's way past midnight and I'm freaking out because I still haven't gotten my homework done. The assignment is for Honors English List, and we're reading A Midsummer's Night Dream by Shakespeare. I was kind of surprised because I didn't know he wrote Teen Checklist. It's all about a mischievous fairy named Puck who tries to break up a really cute couple lost in an enchanted forest. Then this dude with a donkey head crashes a big fairy party and hooks up with their queen. Pretty weird stuff, if you ask me. Our homework assignment was to complete 3 essays and questions about Puck. 1. Why would you consider Puck the protagonist? Why or why not? 2. How does Puck's personality and actions set the mood of the play? 3. Use your imagination and provide either a detailed physical description or a drawing of Puck. The first 2 questions weren't that hard, and I finished them in no time at all. However, the 3rd question threw me for a loop. I didn't have the slightest idea what Puck looked like. But I tried to imagine him with cute little pointy ears as hot as, like, Nick Jonas, Corbin Bleu, or Justin Timberlake. But I was also dying to know if having a messed up name like Puck had completely ruined his life. You know, I bet the popular kids at school call him Puke, Schmuck, Yuck, or something worse. Poor Puck. But I tried to go to that educational website, Wiki something or other, that everyone plagiarizes to find a picture of Puck. But I couldn't remember the name of it, and was too lazy to Google it. I was really surprised to hear that there was a knock on my bedroom door this late at night, and I assumed it was my 6-year-old sister, Brianna. About a week ago, she lost one of her front teeth, and buried it in the backyard to see if it would grow. She's forever doing crazy weird stuff like that. Mom says it's because she's just a little kid, but I personally think it's because she has the IQ of a box of crayons. As a little joke, I told Brianna the Tooth Fairy collected teeth from children all over the world, and then superglued them together to make dentures for old people. I explained that she was in big trouble with the Tooth Fairy, seeing as she had dug a hole and buried her tooth somewhere out in the backyard. The funniest part was Brianna totally believed me. She actually dug up half of Mom's flower garden trying to find her tooth. Since then, Brianna has been paranoid that the Tooth Fairy is going to sneak into her room in the middle of the night and pull out all of her teeth to make dentures. But my prank kind of backfired because now she absolutely refuses to use the bathroom at night, unless I first check to make sure the Tooth Fairy is not hiding behind the shower curtain or under the bath towels. And if I'm not quick enough, Brianna will have a little accident right on my bedroom carpet. But what if the Tooth Fairy is hiding in there? Oops. Sadly, I had to learn the hard way that, contrary to the TV commercial, Carpet Fresh does not remove all odors. Lucky for me, it was not Brianna at the door, but my parents. Before I could say, "Come in," they just barged in like they always do, which really irritates me, because this is supposed to be my room. And as an American citizen, I have a constitutional right to privacy, which they keep invading.